Okay, so hello banknote collectors, and you've clicked on this banknote because you saw it and you go, oh, I'm either interested in banknote or I have it. So if you don't know anything about banknotes, welcome to my channel. I hope to educate you. So this is an Italian 10 lira. It was issued between 1936 and 1945. In 1944 they was the last print, and then they actually changed the design. So how do you know the date of this banknote? Okay, you turn over here, you have the date 1935, so that's the date of the decree in which they were allowed to be produced. The actual date of the banknote, you need to turn it over, go down below, and then you got a date down below. And as you can see, it's 1939. And this number here in Roman numerals, that's year 10, 15, 18. And that's the reign year of Benito Mussolini, who was dictator at the time. He wasn't head of state. That's this guy, Vittorio Emanuele III. He was the king of Italy. Italy was a kingdom. That's why it says Regno d'Italia, Kingdom of Italy. And this is quite a small banknote considering the actual purchasing power at the time. So the Australian pound, which circulated at the time, had an exchange rate of 56 lira. The US dollar about 20 to 25 lira. It was a fixed exchange rate, so it did vary depending on what you were using the exchange rate for. Tourism, economic factors, trade, and other type of stuff. So in the current exchange rate, with £1 equivalent to 56 lira. Okay, so £1 in 1936 had an exchange rate of $118. So that's what it could actually buy now. So that's not the actual value of this banknote. This one, you would need to divide 118 by 56, gives you $2.10 per lira. So each lira has a purchasing power of $2.10 now. And if you times it by 10, you got $21. So this had a purchasing power of $21. The 10 lira silver coin at the time has a current silver value of $28. So basically, I like to use the silver value. So $28 purchasing power this has. So for the size of the banknote and the purchasing power, I'm not surprised the $20 note is also not as big as what it used to be. Okay, and on the other side, we have a Roman mythological feature, and that represents an allegorical feature of Italia standing. Okay, no, that's the wrong one. That's on the actual coin. But it is Italia. And if we take the coin for the, okay, a statue of victory. Yeah, so she, not really a Roman god, just a representation of Italy. And we have the serial number, so 401. There were 3 series. You can just tell them by date. So 1939, which is this one. The actual, I'd say this is the block number. 381 to 660. And this is 401, so that matches it. And there were actually 279 million of these produced. And because the Second World War pretty much destroyed the Italian economy, so these ones actually were printed in excess, so there shouldn't be any inability of you to actually get these banknotes. So a lot of them are going to be in this condition. This has actually been stained, and this is most likely from steel being rusted, and it's actually been dripped into the actual banknote, and it's starting to spread. So I don't know what condition in the past this has been sealed in, but as you can see, they're 401, and even the numbers are only about 600 apart. So obviously these were issued pretty much close together in the time period. Now, I don't expect that a lot of these actually have survived. So pretty much this is the 401 millionth banknote. Now, I said there's 279 million, but the 1935 had 303 million. 1938 had 76 million. So basically, they just kept with the sequence starting from 1 and ending in 800. So, all up, this banknote series has 800 million printed for all dates. None of them are scarce. And in this condition, this will be very fine. There's a massive fold, but it has a lot of other folds on it as well. So, yeah, probably about $5 to $10 for that. And this one, very fine banknote, but it has, is that pinholes? Don't know, but it's actually has a worn corner, so really this is worth a bit less. Now the watermark, as you can see, is a head of a Syracusan woman. And Syracuse was a Greek city-state in Sicily. Oh, it still is a city, but now they speak Italian and not Greek. Anyway, hope this helps you with your Italian banknotes. Let me know if you like this type of banknote, and maybe you can get it in your collection.